Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to create a people counter for shopping mall. So before we move to our practical, friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and let's get started. So friends, as I mentioned, we are going to create a people counter for shopping mall with the help of YOLO-8. For that, first you need to install Tony Python ID, then opencv and YOLO-8 on Windows machine. This is what Windows 11. Of course, you can use your Windows 10 machine also. So I have already created a video how to install opencv, how to install YOLO-8, how to install Tony Python ID on Windows machine. I will mention video link, watch video, and just install all these basic models. Then we are going to use here our tracker. So I have already get the video how we can use YOLO-8 with opencv and Python for object detection, also how to track the object with the help of tracker. Okay, so I will mention videos link, watch video, then you will get the basic idea. So as I mentioned, for today's session I have created the basic code where we have object detection with the help of YOLO-8 pre-trained model, also we have tracker. Okay, so for today's session I have created a repository, and the repository name is shopping mall exit and enter counting. Okay, so I will mention the link. You need to simply copy and paste the link inside the browser, then go to the code, click on download zip, and it will download zip format repository. Then go to the show in folder. This is what our repository. Just right click, WinRAR, extract to folder name, and this is what our folder. Again same folder. So first we need our video file. So just open download.txt, copy the link, open the browser and new tab and press Ctrl+V, just hit enter. It will open the cloud link where we have zip format folder, and inside that folder we have our video file. So let's just click on download. So friends, we have successfully downloaded our folder. So just go here, click on show in folder, then right click, and first we need to simply move our folder inside our main repository folder. So let's just cut and paste, then right click and WinRAR, extract here. So this is what our video file. So let's just play our video file, then we will get the idea. So friends, as you can see, this is what a shopping mall, and this is the entrance automatic sliding door. From this door people will basically go inside the mall, also exit from the mall. Simple. So this is what our region of interest area where we want to count the people frequency, means we are going to create the counter for exit and enter. Simple. So let's just play the video file. So when the person in front of the door will automatic open, because it's automatic sliding door. As you can see, this person is in front of the door and door is automatic open, and the person is basically exit from the mall. Okay, so our goal is what we want to detect the object with the help of YOLO-8. We want to track the object, also we want to create the counter for exit and enter basis. Okay, so watch for this person. This person is basically entering the mall. Okay, he's front of the door, then door will automatic open. Now he's entering inside the mall. So this is what our video file. So as I mentioned, I have already created the basic code where we have detection with the help of YOLO-8. Also we have our tracker. It means we have ID for each person. Each person we have unique ID, so we can simply track the person. Okay, so let's just start our basic code. So main.py, here it is. I have mentioned tracker.py, which is the file which we are going to use as a tracker, and we have our coco.txt file, which is the class file. So let's just open main.py. As I mentioned, I have already explained all these things in previous videos, so I am not going to again explain how to use tracker and how to use the object detection with the help of opencv and Python. Okay, simple. So here it is. As you can see, this is what our rectangle, object rectangle. Then we only want to detect here a person, so simply we can create the condition if there is person in C. So C is basically our coco.txt file. Here it is. As you can see, we have here coco.txt file read function, as you can see. So this is how we can simply read the coco.txt file, and of course if there is a person, we want to use our tracker, we want to call our tracker. So simply for tracker we need the rectangle coordinates. So rectangle coordinates is basically each object coordinates. So we are going to send our x1 y1 x2 y2 our tracker file. So for that we need to create the list. So list dot append, and inside that we need to pass x1 y1 x2 and y2. As you can see, I have passed. Then we are going to use our tracker. So with the help of tracker, inside tracker we have update function. I have already explained all these things in previous videos. So of course we are going to update the list. Then again with the help of tracker we will get again the rectangle coordinates, and the new coordinate is basically the ID. It will assign the ID for each person. Simple. So x3 y3 x4 y4 is the new coordinates with the help of our tracker, and we have ID. All this is basically our B box. Now simply we can draw the rectangle. Of course we need here a rectangle bottom right corner, and then we have switchZone.putText method, which basically put the ID as a text on rectangle top left corner. Okay, so this is the basic code, and we have then region of interest area, but first we only run the object detection and tracker. So that's why I have comment the cv2.polylines function, which basically we are going to use for mentioning our region of interest area. So let's just start our code. First it will basically download our pre-trained model, which is YOLO-8 s.pt. Then of course we have our object detection, and as we mentioned our tracker, so of course we have ID for each person. Also we assign the show ID as a put text method with the help of CVZone on rectangle top left corner. Okay, so our frame is started. Now when the person is basically out from the shopping mall, we have rectangle and we have ID. And as you can see friends, as I mentioned, we have rectangle and 0 is the ID for this person. 0 is the ID for this person. It means our object detection and our tracker is perfectly work. So let's just watch a next person which basically want to enter the mall. So here it is. As you can see, this person is also detected as an object with the help of YOLO-8. Also we have tracker, means we assign the ID with the help of our tracker. So now we have, as you can see, the 8 is the ID. Okay, so we successfully assign the ID, we have detection, and all things we have done. Simple. Now let me freeze the frame. So we have basically first frame. So this is what our first frame. So let's just skip some frame. So friends, as you can see, now door is open, person is detected, we have ID. So this person we have 0, and as I mentioned, we want to count, we basically want to create the counter for exit and enter. Simple. So for that, what we want to do, we want to create here our region of interest area, and in that region of interest area, if the person rectangle bottom right corner. So as you can see, I have highlighted the bottom right corner with the help of blue color circle. Here it is. As you can see, we have blue color circle. So we can simply create the condition, if the object rectangle bottom right corner, if it is inside our area, then only we want to detect the object. Otherwise don't detect the objects, because we only want to detect the object in this area. This is what our region of interest area. For that I have create a cv2.polylines function. Okay, so if I start the code, if I run the code, so friends, as you can see, the red color polyline is basically our first area, and the green color polyline is basically our second area. So how to draw the polyline? Simple. We have inside this code, we have mouse function. Okay, as you can see, this is what our mouse function. So with the help of mouse function, when we move our mouse on our frame, inside shell we have x and y coordinates. As you can see, inside cell we have x and y coordinates. So if I want to draw the polylines, I need 4 points, x, y, x, y. Okay, so if I want to start from this, so simply move the cursor over here, and inside shell you will get the coordinates. Okay, so right now we have 711 and 239. So simply you need to mention this point like this way. I have mentioned it. Here it is. As you can see, area 1, x and y coordinates for first point. For this point, xy coordinates we have here, I have mentioned, then second point, then third point, and then fourth point. So this is how you need to mention the point for drawing polyline with the help of our mouse function. Okay, so same for next area. You need to simply move the cursor on the frame where you want to start the polyline point and simply mention the points like this way. Okay, so this is how I have mentioned area 1 and area 2. Then simple, with the help of cv2.polylines, we can simply draw the polylines like this way. np.array area 1 np.in32 true, the color red and the thickness. Same for area 2. That's it. Now we have our area ready. Now as I mentioned, we only want to detect the person if the person rectangle bottom right corner, if it is inside our first area. For that we have cv2.pointPolygon test method. I have explained all these things in previous videos. Okay, so if you watch the old videos, then you definitely get the idea. So simply we are going to use here our point polygon test method. So where we have x3 and y3, simply create the condition, not condition, basically first we want to create our method. So results is just a variable, results is equal to our method, which is cv2.pointPolygon test, cv2.point p capital polygon t capital, cv2.pointPolygon test. And what we want to mention here, we mention our area. First we want to mention our area. So our area is what? Our area is this method, np.array. So just copy it and just paste. One more thing friends, there is no need comma here. I mistakenly mentioned the comma, so just remove it. Okay, there is no need to comma here. So just copy this method np.array to np.in32 to bracket. Okay, just copy as it is. As you can see, I have copied it. And then after that, in area, which coordinate we want, means which point we are going to mention. We are going to mention a rectangle bottom right point. So rectangle bottom right point is basically our x4 and y4. That's why I have mentioned cv2.circle method x4 and y4 point, and I have highlight with blue color. As you can see, I have mentioned 25500. This is the blue color. So simply we need to mention here. After that we need to mention our x4 and y4 in tuple format, x4 and y4, and then we are going to mention false. Now the result is like -1 or 1. When the person is not inside area, we have -1. When the person inside our area, we have 1. Because I have already explained in several videos this concept. Okay, so simply you know what basically inside our result, we have -1 or 1. So let's just create our condition. If results is greater than, if results is greater than or is equal to 0, then only we want to draw the rectangle, then only we want to draw the circle, then only we are going to use here cvzone put text method. Okay, now simply we are going to start our while loop. Now what will happen, there is no detection in other area, there is detection only in our selected area. We select area 1, we only want object detection, also tracking in this particular area, the region of interest area, area 1, which is in red color. Watch, door open, there is nothing. But as you can see, when the person bottom right corner, if it is inside our area, then only we have detection, then only we have pink color rectangle, then only we have highlighted circle point, and also then we have ID. Okay, so next person is basically coming which want to enter the mall. So watch for this person. Right now there is nothing, no object detection, no ID, no blue color circle, nothing. When the person in our area, as you can see, there is detection and other things are done. Simple. So this is what our first condition. This is for basically first we are going to create exit counter, then we are going to create enter counter. So let's just create the exit counter first. So person who want to exit from the mall, first he will be part of our area 1, of course, which is a red color, and then he will part of our area 2, which is in green color. So simply what we are going to do here, first we mention our area 1. Okay, so when the person is enter in our area 1, what we are going to do, we are going to save their ID, also we are going to save their current position in dictionary. So for that I have created here a dictionary. I have already mentioned all the variables. Here it is, as you can see, people exit. As I mentioned, first we are going to create the exit counter. So people exit and the dictionary. So we are going to simply call this dictionary after our condition completed, and then inside that dictionary we are going to save each person ID, because if we want to detect not detect, basically if you want to track the person, so basically we are going to track their ID, because ID is identification for each person, because we are going to assign the ID for each person. Simple. So we are going to save their ID and their current position. So I have mentioned the dictionary variable people exit, so we need to simply call our variable where we match our condition, means when the person in our area 1, then we are going to save their ID and then we are going to save their condition. Simple. So here we can say people exit, this is what our dictionary, and we are going to save their ID in list format. So people exit and ID is equal to their current position. So their current position is basically x4 and y4, rectangle bottom right corner. Simple. So if we print here, if we print our dictionary, which is people exit, people exit. Okay, now simply we are going to mention here 1, because we want to start our while loop. So now when the person is inside our area, their ID and their current position will be saved inside our dictionary. So right now, as you can see, there is an empty dictionary, nothing inside, there is an empty dictionary. So when the person will come inside our area 1, there will be their ID. So ID is basically 0 and their current position. As you can see, we successfully save for this person, we successfully save their ID and their current position when the person is inside our area 1. So first we are going to create the exit counter. Okay, so we successfully save the person ID and their current position. Now the next condition. So next condition is what? Now we have the person ID and their current position. Now simply we can say only count those person which already part of our area 1, because we are saving their ID and their current position inside our dictionary. So now we have the person who already cross our area 1. Now of course he will be part of our area 2. He will be part of our area 2. So we can simply say only count those person who already part of area 1, otherwise don't count it. This is how we will create the counter. Okay, simple. So simply we can create here our new condition, which is, let me check, it is in line here. From here we can simply create our new condition. So we want to say like this way, we have our dictionary, inside the dictionary we have ID. So we can simply say if ID means if the person, because we saving the person as a ID inside our dictionary. So we can simply say if ID inside our dictionary, which is people exit, if ID in people exit, so simply same condition, just copy and paste, and here now simply we can mention area 2, result 1 and area 2, because the person is already area 1. We say here if the id inside people exit, then only detect that person inside our area 2. So for that we need to create our area 2 condition result 1, and after that simply we can draw our rectangle circles. You to put text method, so just cut and paste, just cut and paste, and then make it in line. Okay, so now we completed our condition. Now simply we can create our counter. So after that I have mentioned here, as you can see, I have mentioned here counter 2 for exit. So counter 2 dot append, because we want to save their id. After we match our two condition, we want to save their id in list format. So pass the id. Also I have explained in previous video, when the person is basically crossing area 1 to crossing area 2, there is some time, it will take some time. So meanwhile it will basically count same id again and again. So for that we create the condition if counter 2 dot count and the id, if please don't count same id again and again. That's it. This is what our condition. And then now we know what we have inside our people exit. So simply we can print counter 2, and the counter 2 is basically the list. So simply length of counter 2 is our exit counter frequency. Simple. So if I save the code, if I run the code, now it will count the person who want to exit. Okay, so right now there is 0. As you can see, there is 0 because no one is basically exit from the mall. So when this person is basically exit from the mall, our counter number will increase, it will become 1. There is something error, counter 2 dot append id. Okay, here I need to mention like this way, counter dot append an id. Now it will perfect work. Okay, now it will work. And friends, as you can see, our code is perfectly working. We count one person as an exit. Now same way only we want to reverse our condition, and we can create the counter for entering the person. So let's just copy our code, just a minute, copy it from here. We are only going to reverse our condition. Also we are going to change some variables. So start from here. First let me check it is in line, so results will come here. Okay, so this is for person who want to enter the mall. So simply we can say here enter mall counter. Okay, that's it. And then result 2, we mentioned already result 1. So here we can say result 2. Only we want to change the variable. Also we want to reverse the area. Person who want to enter the mall, first he will be part of our area 2, green color area, then he will be part of our area 1, red color area. So here we want to mention area 2, then this will become result 2. Then of course I have created here people enter dictionary, people enter dictionary, as you can see. So simply we can mention here people enter, people enter. Then the method will be same. We are going to save their id and their current position, which is x4 and y4. Then again this will become people enter, then result, we have result 2 there. So result 3, and this one we can say area 1. Then this one we can say result 3, because this is what our result 3. And after that we can simply draw the rectangle and all other things. And for entering I have created the counter 1. Here it is, as you can see, counter 1 as a list. So simply we can mention counter 1 dot count, and all other are same things. Simple. So Now just change counter 2 with counter 1 and let's just watch. Then we are going to use cvzone put text method and we are going to put the counter on our frame. Okay, so now it will show the counter for the person who want to enter the mall, because I have already shown you the person who want to exit from the mall. Okay, so right now 0, because this counter is for person who want to enter the mall, not for exit for mall, not exiting the mall. Let's just wait. So this is about our person who want to enter the mall. So first he will part of our area 2, which is green, then he will part of area 1, and we have counter 1. It means we successfully create our code. That's it friends, we have done. Now simply what we can do here, we can simply create a variable. So this is for enter. So E is equal to counter 1 and exit, let's say ER, enter ER, and exit ET is equal to length of our counter 2. That's it. Now simply we are going to use here our cvzone method, just paste, and again next counter, which is exit. That's it. So let's say here I want to mention ER for enter and ET for exit, and then we need to mention the coordinates. So let's say 50 50, and here I can mention 50 60. Okay, 50 60. Let's just start our code, then we will get the idea how it's look like. If you want to change the coordinates, we can simply change the coordinates. Okay, so we want to change the coordinates, so what we can do here, let's say this one 50 50 and 90, 50 90. Now it's good, we have two counter. Let's say here we can create the variable here. This one is basically our enter. So enter the mall, entering for the mall, and this one we can say exit. Okay, so if I save the code, if I run the code, and as you can see, or just a minute, what we can do here, we can make like this way, and we are going to make a rectangle size 2. Now let's just watch. Now it's good, but we want some space. Okay, so here I can mention 100. Now it's good. We have counter for enter 0, for exit 0. So when the person enter the mall, counter will be increased. The person exit from the mall, counter will be increased. Okay, so now this person is basically want to exit from the mall, and we counted 1. As you can see, we counted one person who basically exit from the mall. So enter, we have still 0. So watch for this person. And this person is inside our area, and then our counter is basically increase. It means friends, our counter is perfectly our code is perfectly working. So I hope you will learn something from this video. We will meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.